All right, we are live, and let me send that.
I need to find a better brush for painting, like solid colors. I feel like this Jess's Blade one, as much as I love it, doesn't get like that really bold colors.
I don't actually use it to paint.
Yeah, you use a hard round. Maybe I should just use this.
Yeah. We could.
Yeah. Hey, Fox.
Hey, Lexi and Fox, how's it going?
Hey,
What is everyone up to? Check this out.
guys.
Check this out. You ready? We took a turnaround video of... Bruh. That was anticlimactic. Play. There we go. Took a turnaround video of this head. Is that the coolest thing you've ever seen in your entire life?
The lighting's consistent for all angles.
Look at that.
Ain't that amazing?
Hey, Rusty. Rusty, old pal.
Oh my goodness.
7, hello. JX, hello. Gavin, Sarva. We can't see? What are you talking about we can't see? Is it somewhere that you can't see it? Is it like blocked? How about this?
Can y'all see it now?
Look at this.
It's gonna be at the end of the anticlimactic again.
Look
Can
at
y'all
that.
see that?
Happy to be back in class. Hello.
Hey, yo.
Yeah, so guess what we're going to do, chat? We're going to take an entire reference pack of these heads with different lighting and different angles. And I don't know, we'll probably just give it away.
Yeah.
Because it's super useful. Look at that, dude.
It looks so cool.
Dude, it's crazy thinking that we started this from complete scratch. Here they are.
Yep.
They're available on our TikTok shop, by the way. Completely purchasable right now. These heads, a set of 2, the male and the female. Look at him spin.
Yeah, literally. And it's interesting. We also did a red lighting, and we use the same colored light on the rim, and it looks completely different.
Yep.
It's crazy. Oh,
It's not there.
Photos. There we go.
Where's the red?
That's the.
I didn't take any. Okay, I only took upper angle of the red, unfortunately. There we go.
That's the same colored light on the right. Like, he didn't change any of the tones. It just looks so much cooler now. It's crazy.
There you go.
I love it.
Crazy thing happens, chat. It's the same except red.
Yeah, literally.
Who would have thought?
Who would have thought?
It's basically the same except red. Except this is an upper angle because I forgot to take a standard, eye level angle of the blue one. Oops.
Oops. Well, we were just testing it out.
Or the red one. I did take it, and then there's the female one as well.
Wow. So peak.
That's cool, ain't it?
How to learn color theory? I know about complementary colors, but is that all? No, it's not all.
Yeah, color theory is really interesting because I have my hat, my thinking hat. Here it is. Color theory is this really interesting thing because pretty much any 2 colors will work together. They just have to interact and relate to each other. I learned that from a painter named Yuming Lee. He is a really, really good illustrator and painter. He uses a bunch of fun colors. And you have to also remember that, you're dealing with light and shadow. Colors appear because of light and shadow. They're not just, they don't just, magically exist for no reason.
Right.
Objects will have colors, like a green object, a red object, a blue object. And then light will have a color. So, and most of the time, the light will be, tinted. Into a warm or a cool or a neutral. We can put that like that. What do you want anyway? Do you want the female one?
Yeah, we'll do the female one. Oh, that one's great.
How about that?
Yeah, we'll do that.
No Beaky Beaky purple lighting? Not yet.
No, not yet.
So not pure white. You can have a light that's pure white. You can. That would be like a neutral lighting. I don't even think they had neutral light bulbs available at the art school that we were studying at last year for oil painting. You go to the front desk to get a light bulb, and they go, do you want a warm bulb or a cool bulb?
Yeah, they just only had warm or cool.
Can light be green? Yep.
Yeah, absolutely. Can be whatever color. So what I did here was I basically did like a little mock-up. Like this is my lighting scenario. It is a ball. Whoa, what's with my thing? It's a ball
Oh, yeah.
that's lit on one side. Well, look at that thing. It looks like a robot, like a character.
Yeah.
Someone can make an OC out of that. So any color can be a source for light. I mean, you can have a colored light, and yeah, I mean that.
What was the question? Where was that? So any color can be a source for light if it's light.
If it's light, yeah.
If it's bright and it shines on things, yeah, pretty much. You have to understand that different colors have different values. Like if I turn, I'm gonna have to take this, and I'll let Christina do her thing. I'll just do my thing.
No, it's all good.
Go on.
Okay. So basically what I'm looking at here is that the light is coming from the top left, and because we can see a clear blue light, and then the shadow is right here. And then we also see a warmer rim light. And so I'm basically doing a mock-up before I actually paint the head. So it's easier for me. Anyways, go on.
Why do some people paint or shade skin with purplish red or blue? You'll have to ask them.
Yeah.
If I were to shade skin with those colors, I would say it's because I think it looks cool. I don't know. Like you can pretty much choose any color to do it. Like it might work well with the natural like subsurface scattering in the skin. So, you know, the light penetrates the skin and it causes it to glow like more vibrant in like the cores, and it's probably like a little exaggeration of that. Okay, so you'll see this. If I turn this black and white, look how dim this blue light is. It is not bright. Look at this. It's very, 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 very dim. It's because blue is dark. If I were to like bring this up into like yellow, look how bright that yellow looks like next to it, right? If I were to bring this into like red, like this, even the red is going to be lighter. See?
Yep. Wow.
So you have to understand when you're lighting things with colored lights, like true colored lights, not just like a little bit tinted this or a little bit tinted that. Blue, red, pretty dim. They're pretty dim lights, right? I turn it black and white. Look at this blue light and the white light.
Oh.
Look how much brighter this light over here is. So you still got to keep your structure of like the lit and the shadowed side of the face. And we'll talk about that more later. Booty shaker, hello.
Hey.
What else lesson are we learning here? It's been a long time since I watched. We're just doing like whatever today. Mostly based on lighting because we just took these videos recently.
Yeah. I would say really have an understanding of your form because that dictates your shadows. So when I'm drawing this, I'm not trying to draw outlines or like just plain old shapes. I'm like trying to think, okay, well, what's the volume? When I'm drawing my lines, I'm very intentional about their curvature because that helps me with lighting. You know, like this is a cylinder. This neck is very obviously a cylinder. It's not just two lines next to each other. And here you go, Applejack.
He's gonna try and climb back
You
there.
are not gonna do that.
He's gonna try to dig through the window again.
Yeah. Okay.
We'll put him to
hurry
bed.
along.
Go on, go up to bed.
Hey, Dahlia. How can you
you
see
go.
that name with a straight face? Applejack?
He's been here for a while. The booty shaker guy.
Oh, booty shake. Oh, yeah.
They've been around. You know, they were here since the
JP days.
JP and Hannah days.
Yeah.
Have you been around since the JP and Hannah days, Gizmo?
I feel like they have.
Have you? I don't know. That's very helpful. Awesome. I'm glad. Hey, everybody on YouTube as well. Shattuck, Drawing Among Stars.
Hello.
Kino, Nezutari. Love the 9000. Yeah.
Yeah, for some reason I didn't understand at first like what they were talking about, and I thought it was just because I said Applejack.
No, that was a comment from earlier.
Yeah, okay, got you.
But yeah.
So when I look at this anime head, I think this is a ball. So I'm basically going to shade this like a ball, like everything here. This is the core shadow of a sphere. And so that makes it easier for me to digest.
Yeah, you can see that core shadow. It's kind of like a capsule shape.
Yeah, let me just erase most of these guidelines so we can see it better. There we go. Pretty anime face. Now let's quickly color. So I noticed that my background's gonna be blue, like a dark blue. That's like the setting. It's in a low light setting. And it's pretty saturated. So like this is gonna be my color. Because the blue is so intense, this is actually a white ball, but because the blue is so intense, we just see like a lighter shade of blue right here. So like no skin tone or anything, but like it will still read as skin. So here's my light, my core. If I rendered it like a sphere, it would look like this. And it looks pretty good, but I would say it's more like a capsule shape, as Colton said. So let's shade it like that.
What's everybody up to this week?
Yeah.
This was yesterday's demo, by the way.
Oh,
This is the demo that I did on stream. And, well, it started off as this.
Also rendering lesson, sort of color theory.
Yeah, we
form.
talked about a bunch of different stuff yesterday. But it was fun.
Yeah. What app are you guys using? I'm using Procreate. Colton is using Photoshop. So like here's my core, and it's actually more purplish because there's a lot of stuff affecting that side. So it tends to be a little bit warmer. And then our rim is going to be this gray, which actually looks really warm in comparison to the blue. So like look at that. So pretty.
Oh, we did a lot of fisheye lens stuff during the mentorship today.
Ooh.
It was fun.
Do you want to show it?
It's Photoshop's frozen because it's
Oh.
a $1,000 program. You know, the usual with
usual.
expensive programs, they don't work.
So the person that was asking about color theory, if it's just complementary colors, there's way more than meets the eye with color theory. There's also like relationships and stuff. Like I did not use any orange for shadows. It's not really a complementary thing. It's more like, is this shadow warmer or cooler than this blue light? And so I'm thinking, okay, it looks more warm. It looks more towards red, so it looks more violet to me. But, you know, that's just one of the tools in your arsenal, right? And then
Doing 3D modeling for college, nice. Currently doing cinematic lighting. What are you modeling in? Like Maya or 3ds Max? Yeah, this is what we talked about during the student mentorship today. This was some of it. Well, for some reason, actually no, this is different. This got overlaid for some reason. But we did fisheye lenses, you know, poses from different angles. We did this kind of stuff.
That's
moving
sick.
vanishing points in fisheye lenses, drawing the same box. We broke down a little bit of grids. Like I explained the perspective grid of this piece right here.
Oh, do you want to take the reference thing away?
Oh, I don't really care that much.
Oh, okay.
That's fine. You know, like this. Fisheye drawing is a lot of fun. Did a little mini Krenz Cube.
Ooh, Krenz Cube demo.
Krenz Cube lesson. It was good stuff.
Nice.
Maya. I've never worked in Maya.
I don't remember. Maybe I worked. No, I only worked in 3ds Max.
My buddy who worked at Disney, he did Maya. He taught Maya in colleges for a long time. He taught Maya at Art Center, and crap, I honestly want to say he might have taught it at like Cal Arts or.
Oh really?
No, it was
Otis, right?
Otis. He taught at Otis and Art Center, and I'd never touched a Maya.
Another thing I'll notice is that there's another core right in here, form shadow, and then there's also form shadow like underneath this area right here. So like as the light or as the face starts turning downward, there's gonna be a shadow, and I'm like, oh yeah, I noticed that. So I'm just gonna put a little gradient.
Awesome.
Oh, pretty.
Hey Benji, how's it going?
Hey Benji.
Check this out, Benji. Look what we did.
Turning the thing.
We took some videos of heads with like multicolored lighting. I'll probably chuck this on TikTok, by the way, so you can bookmark it.
Oh, that's gonna be a great reference model. Great reference for TikTok. Man, can you believe that this is literally just gray? Like if I placed it on white, it's this, but it looks yellow in the blue.
Yeah.
That's so trippy.
You meant to work on anime art school today. Ended up napping all day. Nice. I took a nap today. I slept horribly last night, so I took a nap after my mentorship.
Yeah.
That would be helpful. Yeah, like honestly, these heads are a passion project of ours. You want to know our next passion project, by the way?
What is it gonna be? Dun dun dun.
Literally.
Just primitive forms.
Blocks.
Baby blocks. Wow.
This is our next passion project that we've been working with, baby blocks, because baby chat, you know?
Baby chat. You guys are known as baby chat.
Look at that. That's cool.
Oh, pretty.
And then we're going to be setting up some lighting reference of those as well.
Yeah. Gonna be so sick.
Do you know any schools in SoCal that help you focus on anime art? Nope. But there's a lot of good schools online that help you. It's really mostly just the same foundation.
Yeah.
I would say if you want to learn like anime art, it's the same foundation. So, you know, perspective is perspective, lighting is lighting, design is design. And then you would study under someone who has that style and learn their techniques and how they stylize it. But everything else is the same.
Yeah.
You know, your foundation is foundation. Like, that's why it's called foundation. It's like that underlying principles below everything. And then you'd specifically study that style of how they push and pull the colors and lines and show it. How's the bi-weekly challenge been? Good.
Good.
I haven't done any of them, so nothing for me, really.
Yeah. Seeing you draw the lighting helps you understand it better? Oh, yeah. Well, I look for specific shapes. Like, what is this shape? And how does that travel across the form? Like, this form right here is caused by the cheek poking out. So I'm like, okay, that's a very specific shape. Here's the rim light of a ball. Like, this and this is no different. You're just, like, extending the shape downward and morphing it to the form that you've drawn. So, like, when people ask, like, oh, how do you light? How do you render? The drawing part's just as important. But yeah, I currently attend Gnomon, but of course my passion is in anime art. I definitely need to lock in.
Attend Nomen? Oh, okay. They've been around forever, dude.
Oh, I never had heard about Gnomon.
Yeah, I don't remember who started them, but a lot of old school people taught there. Fang Zhu, Scott
really?
Robertson, yeah.
I didn't know that existed. That's crazy.
Do they have an in-person location, or is it online? I was in Brainstorm, and I went to Art Center, and then I was also in FZD in Singapore. Like, that's kind of my background. I did concept art for a long time. For games and stuff. Currently, okay, in person. Oh, nice.
That's cool.
Yeah,
in person school.
That's in.
Great.
Oh, is that in SoCal? What is that, like Burbank or something, or Pasadena area? You can do online.
Huh. Interesting.
I know. I was just a short walk away from what's the school? CGMA. Some of my roommates took classes there, but I never did. North Hollywood. Oh, okay.
I see. I don't know about like anime art, like what schools in SoCal.
I would honestly look into Colosso, look into maybe some mentorships, and grind your foundation. Like, you can learn foundation anywhere. It's mostly just a big long grind.
Yeah.
That's the biggest part. That is the biggest part. Like, you're on a foundation grind for a really long time. You doing a mentorship? No, I'm not.
Here. Do you mean like, is he teaching a mentorship, or is he like actually
Probably taking.
Oh, okay.
Hey, I'm having trouble with anime face proportions. There should be some videos on our channel about that.
Yeah, there is actually on how to draw heads in 15 minutes. That's the video. That's what it's called. Well, this looks like eerily like Uncanny Valley. It feels kind of interesting. Does it use black color? Pure black color? What do you mean by that? Exactly.
I don't even see that comment.
That's on TikTok.
Oh, that.
I did use black, but I use like a low opacity black, so it's not exactly pure black. So I basically just turned this into this.
Well, interesting. Yeah, I don't know much about Nomen. I know they've been around forever. How do you like it?
That's the face I make when I'm caught in the kitchen at 3 a.m. Maybe I'll make it prettier.
How many more bi-weekly challenges will you have? There's going to be one this Friday, and then there's going to be one 2 weeks after, and that's going to be the 4th one. So that'll be it for this season of bi-weeklies.
Wow, it's already been that time, huh? Already been that long.
I don't know if we're going to run another directly after, or if we're going to wait a couple weeks, or what.
All right, let me change up her expression, make her prettier, cuter.
So, in the 30th No, the first is going to be the next set of challenges, right? When we review those.
Third, I believe, or the first. Okay, that's probably the first. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. The third is a Monday.
Oops. All right, let's make this prettier.
Bro, it just left. How'd you do this so fast? It was just a ball when I left. It is still just a ball.
It's still just a ball, exactly.
It's literally still just a ball.
Well, I think big to small. So like, what's the main form? Like, all I did was I just plopped a form. I added a shadow, and let me do this. Added a shadow, and then morphed some forms together, and then you have like something that looks finished. Is because I'm not caught up in the details. I'm just trying to get the main forms there. Right, like you just pop out the nose, so that's like one big decision. Oh, like you draw the eyes, that's another big decision. That's all you need to do to make a face and make it recognizable. And then you're like, oh yeah, how do I describe this form from this to this? Well, I can add a gradient. And I literally just kind of painted almost a face in like, what, 4 or 5 strokes?
It's that same exact process.
Yeah. This is just a very micro version of it.
Wish I could join challenges, but internship is approaching slowly. Nice. Did you get an internship somewhere?
Ooh, fun.
That's fun.
Does this work the same for cell shading? Yeah, it does. Actually, it does. Cell shading is just this, but like much simpler. So like you just pick out your base color, your shadow color, and whatever that you need, but you just use hard edges instead. So let me see. I think I know I put a sketch here somewhere.
Have you heard about the Dunning-Kruger effect in terms of learning art? Yeah, that's like the perceiving yourself as higher competence than you are, right?
Why the heck? Oh, there it is.
Like you overestimate your abilities. It's like with everything, right?
There we go.
Thanks, Zach. Just found this account. So good. Awesome.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, if you are new here, let us know, and we'll say hi to you, as well as go ahead and hit that follow button if you find it useful.
Yeah. So like, if I were to cell shade this, I would just use harder edges and I would just cut. So like, I won't show any transition like this. I won't show any of this. It'll probably just be like really simple. So here's a shadow. Describing the form, right? That's about as far as I'll go. And then rim. And I need to use a gray for this. Oop. And I just chisel out the shapes and make it simpler. That's kind of it. Well, actually, I would say...
Are you doing this?
Yes, I am doing that. Actually, I need to make the shape more accurate to the reference.
Also realizing it takes more than 2 days of practice to learn something? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I find, like, especially in the art community, people think that if they understand that a concept exists, that they, like, understand it thoroughly. Like, they'll hear about something, and they'll confuse that with being able to do it. It's like, you understand that gymnasts do backflips, so therefore you can do a backflip.
Oh, right.
Because because you've watched videos on backflips, and you know, okay, you go up. Coming from someone who's done a lot of backflips, I used to be into parkour. It's like you watch a bunch of videos on backflips, and you're like, oh, okay, so you go up, and then you pull your legs in, and then you come around. And then what you have is you have people who are learning how to do backflips, and they're sloppy at it, and then you have all these people who've never even tried coaching them.
Yeah.
That's kind of like the art community. You know, not throwing shade at the people who are coaching, like they're trying to help. It's just they've never done one.
Here's a cell shaded version. Right, the cell shaded version just has less steps. This one has more transitions, softer edges. This one has harder edges. And occasionally in anime, like you will get some gradients, and it'll be like a really simple gradient like this. So sometimes you will see that too.
Backflips are easy for you once you know how it's easy. I mean, isn't that true for everything once you know how it's easy? Like, once you know how to draw, drawing's easy. Or once you know how to drive, driving's easy.
Yeah.
I feel like it's kind of redundant to say that, right? Do you transition shade? Do you do transition shading with cell shading? Huh? Cell shading is basically compressed values, kind of.
Kind of.
It has to do with why. It has to do with how it originally, like, why it existed, right? It's like they would paint on cells that had no opacity, so everything basically had to be, you know, cell shaded with 100% opacity.
Yeah. And everything was very, like, simplified.
With the color of my eyes, green.
Green. With a little bit of orange.
Yeah.
You have the cute little
What
hazel
is
eyes.
it considered, like hazel or something? I don't know exactly.
I guess, but it's mostly green.
Yeah, it's mostly like greenish.
Yeah. I mean, do you do transition with cell shading? Look at, I would say look at your favorite examples of cell shading. Like, sometimes I would see gradients on them. Other times, it's just it's just very straight edge like this. Transparent eyes, Lau says. Hardcore king. I think Colton can probably still do a backflip. It's just muscle memory at this point.
Yeah, this was 2017.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Woo! Wow.
That was in
Someone
Pasadena.
probably screen
That was
record
back
that
when I
shit.
had hair. Good old days, you know. I haven't done anything like that in years.
Lau says, okay, Leon Kennedy. Fox is like, what?
That was like a
Fox
that
is
was like
so
a wall
shook.
flip. That was like a wall flip. They're easier than backflips.
Mm.
Oh, there's my art center ID.
Oh my gosh, you look so different.
Look, I used to have hair.
Art Center ID. Unk still got it.
That's funny. I don't know. I haven't tried in a while. Backflips are mostly abs. Like, if you learn how to do backflips, your abs get super sore.
Rip.
I've never had a big. There's like no bigger ab workout than backflips because it's all like you
all in the
pull your
core.
legs in.
I can't even do a front flip. I literally can't. The hair is crucial for the ability to backflip. That's so funny.
The hair is crucial. Yeah, I lost it when I lost my hair. I'm the
No, you
opposite of
didn't.
Saitama.
How is it a sight?
Everything went with the hair. Is there a right way to adjust the pen on Procreate? Adjust how?
Yeah, what do you
Tried
mean by
backflipping and
adjust how?
sprained your hand.
Ouch.
It's funny. So I love it. Sometimes. The other times you die. I can do front flips sometimes. The other times I die.
Oh no. Sometimes.
That's funny. What's your favorite style? I personally don't really have a favorite style.
Not really. Not really a favorite style.
I like a lot of styles. Like, there's a lot of stuff.
Let's draw Miki. There we go. Someone was asking about how to draw hair. I would say just say keep drawing around the form. Like when I'm drawing hair, I'm always adding curvature. If you don't add a curvature, it's not gonna look like hair as much. Like just imagine like you're drawing another sphere on top of a sphere. So like this is a dome on top of another dome, which is the head, and then you overlap. So like people don't do this part. You'll notice this scalp here and this hair, they have distance from each other. But I remember when I drew hair for the first time, I would do this. Or like I do that.
It's one of two. It's either that or it's way big.
Yeah, or it's way big, exactly.
That's funny.
We are married.
How does it feel to receive the same questions over and over? I mean, it's a lot like drawing. You just draw the same stuff over and over and you get better at it. So like, I kind of see it as an excuse to teach, to get practice. Like, I'm actually farming chat for practice. That's what I do. So if I get asked the same questions over and over, then I do the same fundamental exercises over and over and get better. So it's kind of like a double-sided sword. Sometimes it's boring. A lot of the time, you just get better. You just want to get better.
Yeah.
Or you use it to improve.
Yeah. Sometimes it'll be like, okay, I've answered that like, you know, the past few weeks. I'll move on to something else. But other times it's kind of like, yeah, I'm in the mood for answering like the same questions. It just
I would
depends.
say this is a little like dive into my mindset on this. I would say questions that are hyper specific, like how do you draw an anime guy face in 3/4 angle, are much less interesting to answer than something that we can kind of run with.
Yeah.
So we could get asked about maybe like composition, or you know what I mean? Like you'll notice there's kind of two kinds of questions a lot of the time. There's like hyper specific questions about like people who basically want you to do like a live tutorial so they can follow it. Like they're not really interested in understanding, they're interested in getting a tutorial. And then there's the people who are more interested in like understanding a concept. And I'll tell you that the concept questions are a lot more fun to answer than the hyper specific questions. That's like a little, you know, dive into
our mentality.
Ooh,
can you switch the angle of that to what I have with Miki?
Yeah. Like
See how the light changes? Yeah, like that exactly. Perfect.
Are you getting paid for this? I don't know. Are you paying us? I'm not against it.
I'm not against it. I mean, but we also have classes. Like if you want to learn this stuff, like this is our program.
Yep, we have classes. We have a big giant online school. We have mentorships. We have a live perspective class coming up. We have 2 books, a set of head reference models that you can get. Like this. That's what you see a picture of up there that we've lit. This one don't have no lines on it.
No,
Chat, would you be
doesn't.
interested in having a version that doesn't have the orange lines but just has the grooves? Like these have grooves in them.
And you can still see them.
And we manually draw orange lines on every one of these heads. Would you be interested in a version that only has the grooves and no orange? You can still see the lines. It's just much subtler.
Let's do this.
I came in here because you said Miki and thought it was Miki Hoshi based on the eyes. No, this is Miki, my OC Miki. I have no idea where our book is. There it is.
Right here.
This is this girl.
This girly.
Can I get on TikTok Shop? Yep.
Yep.
You can.
You can get both of our books on TikTok Shop as well as our head models that Colm just showed earlier. They're so useful. They're so useful. So let me think. Okay, so yeah, there's like this gray light coming from here.
Like the orange lines keeps me grounded. I like the orange lines quite a lot.
I do too. There we go. There's that. And then I need to make a lighter secondary light. So when I'm drawing this, I'm thinking of a sandwich. I'm thinking, where's my light? Where's my dark? And then where's things in between? So like I see secondary light, main light, and then core shadow in between. So it's like a little light and shadow sandwich. How do you choose the right proportions when starting from a blank page? Draw a line and start.
Construct.
Yeah, construct.
Yeah. What were you saying?
I would just say like just start somewhere and then use that as like a starting point. So like for me, if I'm drawing a face, I will start with a circle or like a sphere. And then I'm like, okay, well, based off of the circle that I've drawn, well, how far do I want the chin to be? Like, should it be here or should it be here? And so like you're basically finding relationships of your own drawing. You have no tablet. Oh my goodness. I can't see your shop. Are you in the States or are you under 18? I'm not exactly sure what are the requirements for you to have TikTok Shop, but generally TikTok Shop would only be available in the States if you're like in the States for us and stuff, if that makes sense. So like, yeah, you can determine the proportion by just making a line. Like even with bodies, like I just draw a line and I'm like, okay, that's the length of my body. I know to divide in half, it's my pelvis. To divide this more in half, it's my chest. And to divide this half again, it's my kneecaps. So like I'm always having something to reference off of. Like even this could be like a head. Here's my brow. Here's my nose or something like that. I'm gonna have to do this. Here it is. This is actually the right length. So like my brow, my nose, my chin, my neck. Okay, I got a proportional system.
Yeah, like I feel like one very common misconception with beginners is that they think you have to visualize what you're going to draw before you draw it, but a lot of it is actually just the training. It's like saying you have to visualize the entire drive to another state before you can drive to another state. Like you take it one turn at a time.
Yeah.
Like if any of you drive, I see art a lot like driving. Like you pull out of the driveway and you make a turn and there's a road. You're confronted with decisions along the way. You don't have to memorize every single turn, every single path in order to get to a drawing. And it's because your paper stores information, right? Like if I want to draw a box, I draw a line and then I can go, all right, I have this line here. I can compare other lines to it. Like now I have a reference point to draw. Like I don't have to visualize a box before I draw it. I can just draw a line and go, here's my line. This is my reference point. And the training goes, this is a 90 degree. This is 90 degrees. Or this is 90 degrees in perspective. Or this is 90 degrees in perspective. Like that. So it's like, I make two lines. Two lines can be anything, by the way. You could have that. You could have this. These can be anything, obtuse or acute. And these two lines can become a box. Were you in the middle of something?
Oh, no, I'm good. I don't know how to drive doesn't mean I can't become an artist.
I got bad news for you. No, I'm kidding.
Well, I'm still trying to learn how to drive again.
Right? So these become a starting point. Like they become a reference point of this. And then I'll go, well, that line doesn't look very good for this. And so I'll go, all right, there, right? I've drawn the same top. I'll do a different one. Let's just say like that, right? This to me is like 90 degrees. And I could turn this into a box. So it's like X, Y, and Z.
Would chat even be able to use an XYZ stick?
I'm not sure. But like, I see drawing as you start with something and then you compare. How much smaller is this one than that one? Do I need to move it closer? Do I need to move it further? Do I need to put it here and there? This is like abstract thinking, right, by the way. If this is a head, now that I have a circle, how long do I want the chin? And I look at it and I go, does that, like, based on experience, maybe that feels a little long. You know, maybe I want the chin right here. And then we kind of go, okay, let's come down here and come down here. And we'll, like, connect the chin up. Maybe like that. And we look at it and we go, do I like that head shape? Do I want it to be more older? Do I want it to be sharper? Do I want it to be more of like a chibi? And so we can take a second stab at it and just go, all right, let's draw kind of like a circle and go, well, what if my chin was actually here instead? Like, that's much shorter. All right, well, let's see where that gets us. You know? Oh, interesting.
Interesting. Oh, that's so cute. Oh, that's so cute. Oh my gosh. Oh no, you're making it even cuter.
Right, let's see where that gets us. And then we compare and we go, what is the neck? Like, maybe I'll add a neck like this. Maybe not. Okay, what about this? Should I make it more curved, less curved? Like, you don't really need to visualize things before you draw them because your paper stores the information that you've already drawn. Like, a lot of people just literally start exploring with shapes and see what they see. Like, they look for shapes in the clouds, basically.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Right? And I go, okay, where's the hair? Oh, maybe it's like up there, right? I can go like this. And then it's like, okay, maybe I have some hair and I compare the edge of the hair. Like, where do you put the hair? It's like, I compare this to that. And I go, well, how thick do I want it? Do I want it thick or do I want it thin? Like, what is the hair doing? Is it laying down? Like, you know, do I want something
long
like
hair?
this? I'm constantly making these comparisons. Like, you don't need to visualize it in your head because your paper stores the information. It's not like if it goes out of your head, it's gone. right? We go, oh, like maybe what about this?
Ooh.
Do I want that? Do I want more volume? It's like, oh, maybe it feels a little bit thin. So we could go, oh, a little bit more volume or whatever. So that's kind of how I think about it. Like when I'm drawing, I don't visualize an entire image before I make it. And I feel like a lot of people, like before they get very much experience with drawing, it's kind of like this assumption that they not everybody, some people make that it's like, I've got to know what I'm going to draw before I draw it.
Yeah.
It's like you can figure it out on the way there.
And I feel like that's one way to defeat art block, because some people think that, oh, if I can't imagine anything, I can't draw. Well, like just start somewhere, and then the imagination will come.
Yeah, and like you build your skills. Like it's something you have to practice. Like, yeah, there's a good chance that if you try it, it won't turn out. It's like that's everything. Like that's just building a skill. There's nothing unique or unusual about not being able to do something in the beginning. Mm-hmm. It's totally common.
My main issue is massive art block. I can never find something I like / want to draw.
I don't know, draw something you don't want to draw, and if you get good at it, it usually turns into something you do want to draw.
Yeah.
It's a lot more fun to do stuff you're good at. It just takes a while.
Yeah, that's true.
Or make stories. Like there's a lot of potential ways around that. For me, I make stories. Like I think, oh, I want these characters interacting. It's like, why is Tomodachi Life so fun? Because there's all these spontaneous stories that always appear, and they're silly. It's like Tomodachi Life, your art.
Yeah.
It's like, what if this character did this? What if that character did that?
Yeah.
Like that's kind of how I think about it. Stories.
Oh my gosh, you kind of just unlocked a core memory. I used to have this drawing pad that was like those slidey things. It was a drawing pad with a slidey thing that erased whenever you pulled it down, and I just like carry that with me all the time. And I would just draw my stories.
Oh, dude,
on it
I remember
all the time.
those. And did they have the little pen that
connected
to it? It's like a little hexagon thing.
It was my favorite
Oh, I
thing.
loved those as a kid.
Oh, it was so fun. I still use your anatomy class as a baseline to draw bodies, but I just manipulate the shapes more. Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely. That's exactly what we made our classes for.
Yeah, it's the starting point.
Yeah, by the way, you can check out our classes here. Somebody was saying that they're going to check out our website. Awesome. But yeah, we teach fundamentals of art so that you can draw things from imagination, and our program does that for you. It's a self-paced class, but we teach anatomy, we teach heads and faces, backgrounds. Colton teaches the background stuff. So much stuff.
Look at this, right? Baba Spooky, are you here?
What? Is that what
I,
they did?
Yeah.
Holy crap. That is amazing. Oh my gosh.
This is Baba Spooky's. Well, it's in a public channel in there, so I'll show it.
Yeah.
This is Baba Spooky's daily, by the way.
No
Baba Spooky is
way.
going through our anime art school, and it looks like to me that they have discovered the 5 value system in the clothing drawing class. This is their study from today. Is that awesome or what?
That looks so professional. It looks so good. Like
Yeah.
I'm literally shocked. Every time I see Baba Spooky's improvement, I'm like,
Yeah, Baba Spooky is cooking. Look at this. Those really nice control over the value ranges. The diamonds, look at this.
Oh,
There's a little bit of a zigzag fold. You got a tension point on the shoulder. They really broke this down very, very, very well.
oh my gosh.
This is nice.
This is so good.
Yeah, I'm super impressed with that.
I love how
Awesome
you
work.
broke down that skirt.
Yeah, really nice.
Oh my gosh. Amazing, amazing Three Cats or Baba Spooky. It's just so peak. I'm like genuinely shocked every time.
Your student? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've been tearing through anime art school. What are you on now? The perspective and dimensional drawing class?
Yeah, I think they are on there, right? They did a really good job on their figure drawing as well. So this is the program that they're going through
That's
right
awesome.
now. But they put in so much work. I've been drawing boxes for months and I still can't draw them.
It might be your process.
Yeah.
There is a process to drawing boxes and learning them. Like, people do not intuitively know how to draw boxes. You have to be taught.
Let's get a box.
This one.
Yeah.
Dimensional week 5. Wow, that's awesome.
Sick. That is
That's
so
crazy. Can you get in the art school anytime? Yeah.
Yes.
It's open.
Yes.
Enrollments are open right now.
cool. Can check it out here.
It is self-paced, but right now there actually is a watercolor promotion going on.
Yes.
So
there is.
that's going to be ending on Monday. So
Yeah.
I think that's the 3rd. And yeah, there's a promotion going on where if you do get the anime art school, you get a watercolor made of your OC and it gets mailed to you for free. That's like a little bonus that's going on right now.
Yep. So it ends on the 3rd.
Yeah, you can check it out on that paper right there.
Yeah, I'll show
Take a
it again.
screenshot of that.
Take a
It's the yellow button on that page. It's a big 1 year long program. That's crazy. I can't honestly believe how awesome this looks. I have to like take it in.
I know.
That's amazing. I can't believe the improvement and the progress.
Sick. I mean, like, they're doing so many things right. Like, they're grouping, they're value grouping, which is, you know, a really key thing. Like, if you find that you are constantly over rendering things, value group. Yeah. So, like, separate.
It makes me want to do clothing.
Do it. What apps do you use for drawing? Photoshop or Procreate? Is there any free to join the class? Any fee? Oh, sorry,
yeah.
fee?
This is a paid program.
This is a paid program.
These live streams are free. Our big anime art school program is paid.
It is paid.
It's very girthy.
So, like, if I were to look at this drawing, for example, I can group this into 3 different values. 1, this is my midtone. This is my shadow. Actually, more like 4 values. Here's my lightest light, and I'm not going beyond that. Look how, like, dark this is on the white background. This might read as a medium tone for a lot of pieces, but for this piece, it's very, very light. And then we have an extra, extra dark, which is, let's see, let's do this instead. Here it is. So this is a 4 value painting, but it looks not over rendered, because this is what happens when you over render. You start adding a bunch of dark shadows in here and in here and in here, and really, really bright lights to try to get that highlighted detail, or, like, you know, and so your piece will end up ruined because you didn't group. So I find that simplifying my piece only to about 4 or 5 values really helps me a lot.
Yeah, like 4 or 5 value systems are pretty standard. It's funny because our oil painting teacher, I asked him, like, I'm like, do you use a 5 value system? And he's like, well, no, but you wouldn't need more than 5.
Yeah.
And so he's like, it's basically saying yes. He's like, well, I don't use a 5 value system, but why would you ever need more than 5 in a painting?
Yeah.
And so I'm just like, well, there's my answer. Yes, but no, or no, but yes.
No, but yes. Yeah.
The guy's amazing.
He is really, really good. Well, you learn from all these artists, and they're all like, it's like they subconsciously know those rules because they've just done so much art.
Is it possible to use illustration skills for animation? Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not going to, like, all of a sudden not use perspective anymore when you're animating or figure drawing or proportion or anatomy or design. I think, like, animation kind of uses the skill set in a slightly different way. I don't animate at all, but I have friends who do. And they study a lot of the same stuff. Like, they overlap.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, a hand is a hand.
Yeah.
You know,
hand
a foot or a body or the torso bending is. Heck, a lot of the stuff that we teach is actually from animation, like the bend and stretch, like the bean
gesture.
Yeah. Like, they use a lot of that very heavily. But I don't know anything about frames and, you know, all the FPS and all that kind of stuff. I've never learned it. Maybe in the future, though.
I think gesture will definitely help with animation if you're drawing someone running. Like, you want to know, like, their movement. Like that.
This was a question on YouTube. I don't know if you're still here. Hey, I've been trying to draw again. What are your recommendations to study forms and perspective? I have a couple perspective videos on her channel. We covered perspective just a couple days ago on stream.
We did.
I made a perspective class in our anime art school as well. We have a bunch of resources on it, but I mean, learn the basics of 1, 2, and 3 point perspective and practice them a lot. Like, a lot. And then I would also recommend doing intuitive perspective exercises. So, you know, do a bunch of 1 point, 2 point, 3 point perspective shots. And then also do box rotations and drawing objects from different angles and proportion and stuff. It's kind of linear in that way.
Like, you got to know what a box looks like. So, like, why do lines converge, right? Like, if someone's been doing boxes for months, like, what process are they doing? Like, are they keeping in mind of their vanishing point or the horizon, or like the horizon line?
Yeah, I would say Kaskarin, if you're still here. You've been drawing boxes for months, still can't draw them. What does months mean? Are you saying, like, you sat down a couple of months ago and have not stood up since, and you've been drawing boxes the whole time, like, how many hours a day on average for months? Like, are you taking the weekends off? Like, because, like, I don't feel like people could just draw boxes for months. Like, you'd die. Like, you would starve to death, or you'd go without water. Like, do you mean, like, you started trying a couple months ago and you've occasionally tried and it hasn't worked yet?
We're being very specific here because that helps a lot.
Like, these things actually matter. Like, the question, the answer to the question really matters, because it's like, you don't, like, practice something for months. It's like, well, how many hours a week? Like, what process are you using? What's a good warm-up every day? Like a drawing stretch? Oh, so many good ones. I'll show you. Like, what Christina just drew is great, by the way, for a warm-up. You know, you can draw a circle, and you draw wrapping lines around the circle. So you go straight to straight and wrap over, and straight to straight and wrap over. You do not have to go to the opposite side. You just go wrap over. Wrap over. Make balls of yarn. Wrap over. You can go the other way as well. Wrap over. That's one exercise. Another exercise is you can draw a line, 2 points, and then you draw another point, and you go through it like this. And you could draw this up here. I'm not really showing the whole thing, am I? There we go. Right? And you could draw a dot. Let me move this. This is another good little warm-up exercise. I learned these from Will Weston. He's a figure drawing teacher. Heck, Ramon Hurtado has his own version of these that he teaches as well. There's another one. Third one, it kind of has two. So we do... We could do that. And then it's kind of like the ball one. So you go like straight, wrap over to straight. Straight, wrap over to straight. And you can do them both ways, by the way. So like this, that. And you can do them on curves as well.
Oh,
and now watch.
Effects too.
And now watch. So we can pop out of the silhouette and out of the silhouette. And you can make little like toothpastes.
Toothpaste.
Or ropes, like twists.
Yeah, you can turn it into rope.
These are your external obliques. These are folds on clothes, right? If you think of like the 6-7 fold, we go, you know, here's the 6 and here's the 7. It helps with that. You're going to get these hooks. They like wrap over and go behind.
People don't add enough hooks.
Yeah, hooks show depth. Right, there you go. And you can even chain these together, right? This could be another 6. So we'll pull this in. And this is another 6-7. And this is... Crap, I pulled my stupid thing out. Now where was I? Here it is. Right? Here's another 6-7. One for every kid that says it.
I'm gonna check the rice cooker real quick.
Right? So, like, this is a good way to create three-dimensionality through hooks. Yeah, see, there you go. Chat woke up. I've awakened something in TikTok chat. Yeah, so every time you say that, do this exercise, you'll be a pro in no time. Let's get some of that brain rot working for us. What else? Yes. Okay, so this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4. Well, technically that's like one that we made up.
Yeah.
5.
We can add that to our
This is a good one.
Composition.
Top, bottom, dot, S curves.
We should try to make every exercise a meme, but I don't really know how.
Right?
Ooh.
These are just good warm-up exercises that you can do. I like to do figure drawing and gesture drawing as a warm-up. I'll do like 2-minute gestures. We did a bunch of 2-minute gestures a while back. Here's an example of them. Were these 2?
Yes, those are 2
Yeah, these
minutes.
were 2. It's like this kind of stuff. I'll just have like a little drawing app. You can use Line of Action. It's a website. It's got free stuff. I use a desktop version. And, you know, just do quick 2-minute figures for fun, like to warm up for the day. These are like warm-ups before our last live class. I ran the warm-ups in that class.
Mm-hmm. It was fun when he did that. This practices line confidence and curves, right? Yeah.
Yeah, like I mean, it's a good warm-up. It'll practice Yeah, line confidence, curves. But it's all like...
Kind of dumb question, but how do y'all understand what you practice?
That's your brain's job. It'll happen automatically when you practice. I don't have to know because my brain just...
Does it for me.
It does it for you. It's like, it's just built in.
It's like, let your brain do what it does best.
I don't know, like, how did your brain figure out how to walk?
Or read.
Or read. It just does it when you practice and study.
So they clarified the question. They said 1 to 2 hours every day for 3 months. I'm also reading this book, Perspective Made Easy, to learn how to draw them.
So 1 to 2 hours every single day for 3 months. That's a lot of practice. Is that the only thing that you're going through? Like, I would honestly say if you put in that much time, I would find like some video lessons that walk you through step by step, line by line, what to do, and you do that over and over and over and over.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you can't understand it from something like that, I would switch tactics and go line by line.
Yeah.
Like, follow through. We have some of these. We'll do a perspective stream sometime soon where we go line by line. But I would definitely say that sort of thing would help.
What website are you talking about?
Line of Action.
Line
you can
of
just
Action.
Google it. It's a website. Line of Action. Is that it?
Yeah.
Yeah. They have an app as well. I don't like the app that much. I bought it.
I have a video on our channel that covers gesture drawing, 3-minute gestures using that website, so you can check it out there. Draw Anime Academy.
Should I work hard to get a job for animation, maybe Sony Animation or for game companies? I don't know. I don't know you. Do you want to?
Do you want to work hard for it? Like, I think that should be more of a question for you than for us to say, yes, you should, or you shouldn't.
If you want to, then go for it. If you think you can put in the time and effort. And I mean, even if you can't, how many times have you heard, if I knew how hard it was going to be, I probably never would have started. But here we are.
Yeah.
I never would have started Anime Academy if I knew how much work it was going to be.
Oh.
But I like it. I'm glad I did. Like, I love it.
Why should I learn anatomy or perspective?
I don't know. That's kind of a personal question to ask yourself. Like, are you trying to get better at drawing in 3D and human beings? Thanks for answering the question. Your videos and streams are super helpful. Awesome.
Oh, thank
I'm glad you find it
you.
helpful.
And maybe I should also ask another clarifying question for the person who doesn't know how to draw boxes. Do you mean like you don't know how to draw them from imagination like this? Or do you just like not know how to draw even in like with diagrams and stuff, like 1 point, 2 point? Maybe that might help as well.
Do you two practice what you preach? I don't know what you mean. I mean, we're talking about boxes and we're drawing boxes, so I guess in that regard, yes.
I mean, I wouldn't be improving if I didn't do that.
Yeah, I mean, we do figure drawing and perspective stuff all the time. I did a mentorship with a student today, and crap, it's not up. I drew like 5 different fisheye lens grids.
Whoa, really nice.
Or even more. Where the heck is it? Yeah, like this kind of stuff. Breaking down fisheye lenses of different things. Like, here's a 45-degree rotated fisheye grid. This sort of thing. But, like, I mean, this is the work. We did this live on stream not too long ago. So, I mean, I've been working professionally for 10 years. I was taught this back when I was a student, and I practiced it ever since. And I don't know, like, you can gauge for yourself. I can show you our art I can show you our art stations if you want, but like, I mean, I don't really care. Like, this is what our work looks like. This is what we did on the live stream.
We should do more pieces like that.
And we draw all the time. Like, where is it? This I did yesterday on stream for fun. So like,
cute.
This is all in perspective.
You can literally draw a box around it.
Yeah. Zoop, 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 zoop. Like that. There's his perspective. Benji being real, I complain like an MF, but mama didn't raise a quitter. I mean, that's why you're making so much progress, because you're not quitting.
Yep.
That's you have made a lot of progress.
Yeah, for sure. I remember your anatomy stuff back then was really good. It'd be nice to have you again for another anatomy class, Benji, when you have the time.
Yeah. Thanks a lot for doing your lives. Awesome. I'm glad you like it.
Yeah.
I could draw boxes, but I need like 30 minutes for one box to be correct. I did a video on our YouTube channel where I drew 4 scenes of 1-point perspective boxes, and you can just go follow along with that if you want. Well, we should go live with Gene sometime, honestly.
Yeah.
He's live right now.
Oh, he is.
Okay, so where's our profile? Your channel. So if you want, you could go through that old video of ours. It's called Most Satisfying Pencil and Drawing Sounds, ASMR. 1-point perspective. I don't know. I made it a long time ago. It's kind of like a meme.
Yeah, but it's actually a pretty good video because it's literally shows you exactly how to draw boxes in perspective.
There it is. You can go to that video, and you can follow along. I did all of the boxes live in real time with a ruler, and I mean, you can just go line by line if you want. It's just really going to be repetition.
Like, I would say when you're drawing a box, like, ask yourself, like, why is this line going there? Like, what's the purpose of this line going to this line and going to this point? Because maybe you don't really know what to look for, perhaps.
Yeah, like it's perspective is like a logic.
Yeah.
You go, if something is getting further away from us, it's getting smaller, right? If I have a line and it goes further away from me, it shrinks. The rate at which it shrinks is determined by a couple of things, primarily like the camera lens, but let's just say this line shrinks, all right, as it gets further away. The rate at which it shrinks is your foreshortening, and this is a vanishing point. So the vanishing point is the point at which something goes so far away you can't see it anymore. It's Team Rocket blasting off again, and they disappear into a little twinkle.
Ding. Yep.
That is the vanishing point. But boxes aren't that long, so we cut them off. We cut them off right here.
We don't
This
have
is
an
like
infinite wall.
This is 2 lines connected together, aka a sheet of paper in perspective. Like that's that, right? And so if you put another sheet of paper 90 degrees to this sheet of paper, this one, and this box is rotated, it is also going away from us. And then we connect it together. And that is how boxes are formed, right? This is your closest edge. This one is further, and this one is further. So A is close, B is further from us than A, and C is further from us than A. So therefore, there's foreshortening on both sides. And they both have vanishing points. This is called 2-point perspective. That's
when both sides are converging.
That's like the logic of how perspective works in like a nutshell. It gets further, it gets smaller, unless you're dealing with isometric perspective, but we're not going to talk about that because that's kind of like an exception. That's what it is. And so you just do a bunch of exercises, and there's 1-point and 2-point and 3-point. 1-point perspective is basically when something is facing us. Where's my white side? There it is on the bottom. Something faces us, but you move it to the side. I'll move it to that side, right? And so the blue side, if I move it over and you can see the side of it, you can see that the white side isn't really getting smaller, but the blue side is. If I rotate this, you can see that now the white side and the blue side are both getting smaller. But if I rotate this back, we would use 1-point perspective in order to show this because it's facing us. So we have one vanishing point. This comes out. Here's the blue side. Is that sheet of paper getting smaller? And then the white side is facing us. And so we just don't even make it get smaller because it's not getting smaller enough that it makes a difference. 1 point. Just like that. right? And then we come out of here and we go zoop and zoop and connect that up. There's a 1 point perspective box. 2 point perspective, you use 1 point perspective when the white side doesn't get small enough that it makes a difference. It's facing us, right? And it works for a very limited range. It works really, really well when things face you or you're looking like directly down a street. But if you start rotating the object,
Oh boy.
now we would want to switch to 2 point perspective because now the white side and the blue side are both getting further away. So let's go over to 2 point perspective, right? And we draw a line. This point right here moves over to this side, and then we introduce a new point for the white side. So here and here, right? This is Z. This is forward and backwards. But now that we're looking at the object at an angle, forward and backwards is kind of this way instead. So this is Z, and we'll have X, which is left and right. And so this box right here, here's the white side. Come on. Here's the blue side. Oh, bad line. There we go. Right, so we'll just add blue here. Blue. Blue. We've rotated the object. We're now looking more at the blue side. We're looking at this edge right here. Right there. All right, and then there's the white side. So, like, that's kind of the basis of 1 and 2 point perspective. That's, like, why it exists, is because we need to be able to look at things from different angles. And so these different points. Now what happens if we have the white and the blue side and we look down at it like this, right? Well, what happens is now we kind of get this little cross, right? Like this little 3 lines coming out of a point. We've got like this, or let's do this. We got like this, and this. So think about these points. Again, when things get further away, they get smaller, right? When things get further from us, they get smaller, right? Let's go back to the white and the blue side, and let's introduce this red side. So here's the red side. Here's the corner. The corner is closest to us. This side down here is now further away. This side is further away. And this side back here is further away, right? When we look at it at this angle. What did we talk earlier about when things are further away? What happens to them? They get smaller. So when things are further away, they get smaller. And so now we will introduce a vanishing point. We'll take X and Z, and we'll come down here. So my box is actually going to be like down here instead. And we'll introduce a third vanishing point because it is getting further away enough that it's worth adding an extra vanishing point. So it'll be like my third vanishing point will be down there. Here's my Z going back that way. Right? Z goes back that way. X goes back this way. So that's going to X. This is going to Z. This is going to bottom Y because Y is like up and down. And then this one also goes to Z, and this one also goes to X. And so now we have our blue side, our white side, and our red side. And we've introduced another vanishing point because this point right here is far enough away from this point that it's starting to get smaller. And that's like how I like to think about perspective, right? And a 3-point perspective grid, it's generally going to be pretty big. So like if I draw this, like here's my X and here's my Z. Wait, did I get that backwards? Yeah. It doesn't matter. It would be looking the other way, but let's just keep it consistent. Here's my Z. Here's my X. And then I'll come down here between them and here's my Y. And so we'll probably draw our box in like this area here.
So each vanishing point will have like a little little star radiating out of it.
Yeah. Right? And so there we go. And this would be a grid in 3-point perspective. I'm constantly trying to figure out better ways to explain perspective. I've never explained perspective this way before.
Really?
No. And our box in here would be like this.
Wow, it's a 3-point perspective box.
Yep. Because again, this is the closest point to us. This line is closer than this line, so this one shrinks. This line is closer than this line, so that one shrinks. This one is closer than that one, so it shrinks. So essentially, this is the closest point to us. This is the furthest point. This back corner inside of there is the furthest point from us. And so if something is further, it gets smaller. And it's basically just determining, is something smaller enough that it warrants adding another vanishing point? And you're basically just going to get 1 point. You're looking front at something. 2 point, you're looking at it at an angle, and 3 point, you're looking at like the corner of it. That's how I remember it and teach it.
Wow, actually it works really well.
And that's literally how it works. Like, again, it gets further from the camera, it's smaller. Like, it's not like made up. Like, that's actually how this stuff works. Like, look how big my hand is compared to my head. Now I pull my hand back, it's the right size. My thumb is as big as my head because it's really close to you.
Interesting.
So that's how I explain 1, 2, and 3 point, and then you have to actually go and apply this stuff. I saw someone else ask about if something about like learning things in order, or applying things in order to learn them, like applying them as soon as possible. Yeah, I would totally agree. I would go set up 1 point, 2 point, and 3 point perspective scenes. 1, 2, 3, and I would do like 10 of each. Times 10, times 10, times 10, and try to apply it, and use a ruler if you need. I would also recommend doing them freehand if you want to get better at straight lines, but like, that's like 1, 2, 3 point perspective. And yeah, do 10 scenes of each if you want to practice it. And I'll chuck this in our Discord server if you want the sheet. Like this.
I actually really like how you taught the 1, 2, and 3 point with that little grid on the lower left.
Yeah, maybe I'll just turn this into a YouTube video or something.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Okay, so let's go over to our Discord. Let's go to live demos, and I'll just go, boop. There's my sheet for y'all to download. And that's my lesson
demo
on perspective. I hope that was helpful.
Aspen asked a question that I can answer. How do you fix proportions? I keep messing up. I keep messing at it like the angles are different from the reference. I would try something called enveloping. This is basically where you try to simplify the whole pose into like the simplest shape possible. So think of it like a blanket that wraps around like the figure. So like this can be simplified into one line. Let me use a different color. This is one line. This to this, drop it down, that's a line. And so you're starting to find all these like little points that these are all connected to. You know, this whole pose can fit into this like kind of sideways rectangle shape. And then once you have that, you know, then you can see like, you put it on your own canvas. So you're like, okay, well, where does that shape appear? Well, I can take a look at this one line at a time. This line looks like about maybe, if I divide it into fourths, maybe it's like 3/4 of the way there. So I'm like, okay. Let me see. 2, 3. I'm not doing this right. 1 second. So like 3/4 of the way, I'm like, okay, well, this is my little point. And okay, I see this little triangle here. So I'm going to try to do the best as I can. So this is the triangle that I see. This goes down this way. This goes down that way. And then you can start finding like triangles within triangles. So like what shape does this arm and this head make? Oh, there's another triangle that's more accurate now. And oh, here and here and here. And you can like start cutting away at this piece and get more accurate shapes. So like I would try that and see if that helps with the proportion. So you're seeing it more of like a two-dimensional graphic perspective. Right, and then like this creates this shape. So I'm like looking at this shape. Okay, here, that's where that shape is. And most of the time, like your perspective and your proportions will feel more accurate, like using this method. I find that this helps me a lot. And then you find other things like, okay, well, now where's the waist? Well, it looks to me like if I looked at this shape right here, it looks to me it's about maybe the center, or like at this point. So I'm like, okay, well, there's my skirt. There's another diagonal line that I see. Where can I find a connection to the hand? Well, it's to the elbow, going straight down like this, or going diagonally downward. You know, maybe that connects to the hand. Okay, there's another little point that I can reference. Are you enveloping or using negative space? Both. Like, I find negative space and positive space. So like this is just to give me a starting point to like where I can fit my pose in, and then afterwards I find what's the positive, what's the negative, what shapes can I use to get to a more polished shape. This would work for animals too, right? Yeah.
It would work for anything because it's an abstract approach.
Exactly.
It's just for helping you to get closer to a reference.
Yeah.
So it could be a tree, it could be an animal, it could be a river. It's just an abstract approach to helping with measurements. Mm-hmm. It's pretty similar to like what you would use in an art, what you'd learn in an art school, or like, you know, fine art. Mm-hmm. How does the Discord server work if I want to join? You can just join. You have to go to the verify channel and click that green check mark. If you can't get phone verification, just let me know your username. So you can't do phone verification, and just give me your username and I'll give you the role. It's like an anti-bot and spam thing.
How to draw a head from imagination with a box. Every time I draw a box in perspective, my heads are looking off because I don't know how long the box should be. Any tips? The way how I use boxes for heads is I just use it as like a general perspective guide. So like I don't fit my head in a box. Like I just think, oh, here's my box. I'm looking down at it and it's tilting towards the left. So like this is what my box will look like. And then when I draw my head, I will view my head in this manner. So like here's the front of my box. Here's the side of my box. And I try to turn it in that rotation. And then I would just draw the head as I normally would, which is like, you know, sphere, center line. Here's the front of my box. I can sometimes straighten some of these edges to make it look more boxy, but I don't have to literally like draw a box and try to chisel it. It's just too much work. So I try to make sure that my angle fits with this initial box here. Here's the side plane of my head, because I see it in here. Here's that vertical. And like the jawline is a great way to kind of find the box for the head. Like you can see that edge right in here. It's very similar to a box. That's why like when I break down heads, it's almost always like a sphere plus a box. You're just morphing it. Right, it's this plus this. That's a bad box. Equals this. But that's how I tend to break it down. As to like how long the chin should be, that's more like up to you because there's just so many different head types. I find that if your head is like way too long like this, you have to like really stretch out your jaw for this to work, and it would look really awkward. So I would say it's not that far off. Like I would say here is pretty good for like an adult. And you can use other measurements like your nose, like the bottom of the cranium could be your nose. And so that could be a good landmark. So like here, for example, here's the bottom of my nose. I turn this over to the side. Here's my ear. So like that could be a landmark that I ground myself with. So then I'm like, okay, well, I know that my chin is not going to be that far from my nose. So I'm just going to place it like this is my nose here. I'm like, okay, well, I'm not going to place it down here because that's too long of a face. So
Except if you're drawing the character that I draw.
That's true. That is very true. Wherever it is.
I don't know if I even have it.
It's probably in in a recent file. But like, okay, here's my nose. If I turn it in this angle, it's not that far off. So like maybe I'll just take my best guess, put it here. This is still in perspective, by the way. Notice that my tick marks it's not just a straight line, it's actually kind of slanted like this. That's showing perspective. Side of my head, mask, and there I got like a very simple head base, but it's still in perspective.
I'll probably just take that perspective lesson and make it a video on like YouTube or something.
Yeah, like you're gonna just cut it,
or I'll just put it as a TikTok.
I feel like that'd be really good. I do traditional art, but when I make a little too much guidelines, it gets messy and it's unusable. I would get like a light box and tracing paper or something if you want to like keep it neat. Or other than that, I would try to draw very light. But that's kind of bound to happen. I like getting a kneaded eraser because it erases better, in my opinion.
I need to get another Lil Big Tank drawing. What if you made a fan art of Lil Big Tank? That'd be sick, dude. That'd be awesome. Little Big Tank, yeah. Silly.
When I was drawing heads in different angles using this head here, I realized why we needed this. This is because if we drew our chin, like let's say this is in the side view, and our chin was like this, and we drew like our neck, it feels really awkward. It needs a bit of padding for it to kind of guide smoothly from the chin to the jaw. So like there needs to be some kind of softening. So like if it was just without the jaw, it would look really weird. Now I kind of know the reason why we have this padding.
How would you break down doll joints? Is it pretty much the same as basic form mannequin? Doll joints have mostly ball joints, right?
Yeah.
It's like a ball in a socket for the most part. What kind of doll? I know that there's a lot of different types of joints in dolls.
I've seen it like this.
Like a ball jointed doll? I mean, I guess it's literally in the name, ball joint. So,
I used to draw a lot of ball jointed dolls.
Yeah. Hello from after a final. Awesome. Hope it went well.
Hey.
How'd you do? Do you know? Hey, Tira. Lil Big Tank? Yeah, Benji, this is the demo that I did last night. His name's Lil Big Tank. It's just some drawing I made for fun when I was doing like squirt gun designs that I never finished. But yeah, this is Lil Big Tank. You got an 84. Nice.
Sick. That's awesome.
That's pretty good. Is that good? I hope that's good. That's good for me. If I got an 84 on something, I'd be like, let's go.
Oh, that's cool. This is how doll joints are. They're like little balls, I guess. And they have like a little thing that attaches, you can attach the elastic. Ooh, nice hands.
Yeah, that was...
What I'll notice is that there's a joint, and then there's like a little like capsule form that kind of rotates around the joint. So like you'll get this. And that's how they like to kind of morph that form with the ball joint and make it look pretty. That's what I've noticed. Well, this is a fun little breakdown too. So like here's the upper leg, which is, you know, how you would draw any other leg, which is like here's the thicker side, here's the thinner side. But instead of drawing like a kneecap, you just literally attach a ball to it, and then you rotate this around the ball like this. And then this part right here, it's almost like a shin guard. You look at like knight armor, like you'll see this section right here that kind of comes out so that it doesn't block the knees. There we go. That's kind of pretty, honestly. I'll save that. Yeah.
They have like a little shin guard. That's cool.
Yeah.
Ah, makes sense.
Shin guard.
Shin guard? You mean a kneecap?
No, like this part right
here.
here.
That part.
That
yeah.
part, yeah. Like
that's cool.
Like knights will have guards that have a space that comes out before the kneecap, and it looks like this. At least that's what I've seen. And it just reminded me of that.
Yeah. Good night, Laos. Hey, Tira.
Hey,
Oh, it's all
Tira.
good. It's always good to see you whenever you come by.
Yeah.
It's pathology, so I was stressing. Crazy.
Oh.
Studying an anatomy book from 1010. That's why I draw heads in boxes. I also heard that the Loomis method isn't for beginners. It's for people who know the skull well. I think the Loomis method is a pretty good breakdown.
I think so too.
I mean, you're gonna get better. Like, it's not about like what is the best thing to learn. Are you using an approach that is satisfactory, and just practice a lot. Like, you'll get better over time. There is no perfect approach. You use the Loomis head, you use an Asaro head, you break it down using some different method. Like, as long as you're practicing and you're focusing on those like core fundamentals, you know, your form, drawing, and proportion, there's a lot of good breakdowns.
Honestly,
Many successful artists have learned different ways. They've had different starts.
Yeah, I would say like it's really hard to find a tutorial for beginners, because where are you supposed to start? Like, sometimes the Loomis method or whatever method that works, it's already at its simplest. So like all you have to do is just repeat it and draw the best you can.
Yeah, like drawing is hard.
Yeah,
like,
drawing is hard.
It's just a hard thing to do. It takes a lot of practice, and it takes studying, and you have to finesse it. Like, there is no easy way to approach a thing that's really complicated like drawing. There are many different ways to approach it that work well, but they are all going to require practice and effort and memorization and messing up and trying again. And so it's like, as far as I'm concerned, not any way, but like a lot of ways are good.
Yeah.
Getting started is the best way. Like, you want to know best is start
scared.
start scared, start and do stuff.
Yeah. I'm gonna draw boxes now. Awesome. Do it.
Learning proportion is better than learning anatomy for beginners. Proportion is just the measurements. Anatomy is like the anatomical information. It's not like one or the other.
Yeah.
You can learn both. I will tell you right now that a lot of figure drawing classes start off with proportion and gesture in the first week.
Yeah.
Like proportion, gesture, simple volumes, and then add anatomy on later. Proportion, gesture, simple volumes. Like, that's a really good approach.
Yeah, we have a figure drawing class as well. So like, we cover anatomy as well, but we also focus a lot on like how to draw the body holistically. So if you want to check it out, you can check it out here.
Yeah. There's just a lot of good ways.
Yeah, there are a lot of good ways.
They're all hard.
Yeah, exactly. And it's the reason why people always ask, like, oh, what's better, the bean or the box method?
Yeah.
Well, they're both breakdowns of the torso. Use whichever one is best for you. Like,
yeah, the bean focuses more on design.
Yeah. There's no like perfect way. There's not going to be a perfect way for anything. It's just, you got to practice it. You'll find better ways for yourself as you practice on your own. Like, I find that when you just tackle it and just kind of go like dumb mode, I don't know, don't overthink it. I would say
mode.
Yeah, go to practice mode. When people overthink and try to be smart about it, that's when they just don't draw. So just throw yourself at it like a child trying to walk. Like, they just go.
They just go,
like, bro.
Drawing is very low risk. Your paper's not going to catch on fire and explode your entire house and you all die. Like, drawing is low risk. The only risk is like what you tell yourself. So like, try stuff, be open-minded about it. What advice would you give your past self for learning how to draw? I would definitely say be less afraid.
Yeah.
Be less afraid. And I wouldn't draw things because I knew I couldn't pull it off. And I wish I didn't have that mentality. Like, I would be like, well, I can't do this yet, so I'm not going to try. One of my favorite artists, I haven't really ever talked about him on stream before, Marek Okon. He's a, what is he, Polish?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
I think so.
He did an interview a long time ago with the Level Up guys. Amazing concept artist, worked on a whole bunch of different movies, like Marvel movies and illustrations for books and all kinds of stuff. I would look at it, like his stuff that he was doing in the very beginning, and he was just fearlessly diving into these big illustrations and doing his best, like multiple characters and like angels coming down and like destroying tanks that are driving down the road and stuff. And I'm like, man, I would never have even attempted that as a beginner because I had so much fear. like of not succeeding. And if I were to give my past self advice, I would say don't be afraid. Like, don't be fearful, because there is no risk. Like, the practice, the quantity of practice and grinding out the fundamentals, grind, like maybe you don't like that word, like the time spent practicing foundations is what's going to get you good. Being fearful is not going to get you better. It's actually going to hold you back. That would 100% be what I would give myself advice, hands down, like my past self. Yeah. Because like no single snip of advice, like, oh, break down the mouth this way. Like, what would be the single biggest piece of advice that my past self would benefit from? It would be that, because it's like universal. Don't be scared to try stuff. And it's hard. Like, it's hard to break out of that.
Yeah, it's very hard. Benji asked an interesting question. It's a little bit higher up there.
Not huge on posting art, but to grow in the indie space, do I need to post more? I mean, if you want to grow, you got to have something for people to find you and follow you.
That's a good point.
Like, I don't know how you would grow without having some sort of content being posted. Benji, if you want any advice or anything on growing your social media, like, we've been in the trenches for years. So like, I'm more than happy to talk to you about that if you want. We started posting, we had like 11 posts on Instagram, and we're almost about to hit 20,000 on there. We didn't post on Instagram at all for a really, really long time, and we're just like, crap, we got to start posting on Instagram.
Yeah.
IG is like important to grow on. YouTube is like big boy stuff. Instagram is also kind of like big boy stuff. TikTok is like it's not really a very serious platform. Like, you'll get brand deals and stuff, but like Instagram and YouTube are the big ones. Probably Twitter as well. But I would say I don't know how you would grow otherwise if you want to grow. I don't think everybody should grow. I just think, like, if you want to grow, if you want to, like, make a name for yourself, it's probably worth having a social media. But there's many good ways to do it. You could be a faceless account. You could have an alias or a pen name. Like, there's a lot of good ways to do it. People follow because they're getting good content. They don't follow because of many other reasons. Like, people hit the follow button when they go, wow, that was useful, or that's cool. I expect to get more. Like, why would you follow someone? Just go like, what's the reason that you would follow someone? You liked what you saw, and you assume that there's probably going to be more. Like, why do you have a video on TikTok that gets like 100 million views of a silly cat, and you go to the account and it has like 300 followers? It's because it's a one-off video. Nobody expects there to be more good videos from that account. But one of our first videos that went viral on TikTok brought in 30,000 followers from that one single video.
It really did.
It had like 1.8 million views, and we grew 30,000 followers from that one single video.
I don't think there's any other video that gave us that many followers.
We've had a couple that were pretty good, I think, but that was like the big one. And it's just because people are like, oh, like, that's cool, or these people seem cool, and it's like growing followers, like, it doesn't really matter that much. Like, we focus ourselves a lot more on the quality of content, and just trust that the consistency over a long period of time is going to help get us where we want to be. We don't really focus a lot on growing as much as the quality of content and making sure that we're having fun.
Yeah,
because if
we're happy
we have
with our
fun,
content. Yeah.
Chat has more fun.
Yeah.
But it just happens over time with consistency and quality. I follow for your hat. There you go. I follow off vibes. Yeah, like you think someone has a cool vibe, or you're just like, hey, that's kind of fun or interesting, but like,
cool.
You expect more.
Yeah.
You expect more good content.
I follow things that I feel are useful and fun. So like, if I'm really into, like, I don't know, gardening, I will follow a lot of people who like just genuinely give really good advice and are genuine. And yeah.
Yeah.
It's more about how people how people respond to you on the receiving end. That makes sense.
What do you
like
mean?
I mean, for lack of a better term, people don't really care about you. They care about what they get out of it.
Yeah, I mean, in the beginning, for sure.
Yeah.
It's I mean, if you think about it, like if a restaurant didn't serve very good food, it's not like you would eat there just because it's the restaurant.
Yeah.
Like you like the restaurant because they have good food, but they're connected. It's not like they're separated. You know, it's kind of true. Like people want something out of it. Like they don't like people's time and lives are very valuable.
Yeah.
They don't like they're not going to spend their time doing something they don't find any value in. So like yeah, like if you're scrolling TikTok and there's a video that is not interesting, you're not going to go, well, I should watch this video to help this person out.
Right.
And even if you do, it's still like, it's still about you because it's like, I'm going to feel better about myself by helping this person or whatever.
Well, what is that? The follow for follow type thing? Like, oh,
Yeah.
like teamwork.
And that's another reason that those trends don't really work very well is just because like you're not even really getting follows from your ideal audience. You're getting follows from other people who are like in your same situation.
I would say, you know, if you want to like post art, do it because you're proud of it. Like if you find that you're proud of this piece, oh, I'm just gonna post it and keep it like that relationship. Don't do it for like clout or oh man, I really want to be a popular artist. Post it because you just are like, man, I'm really proud of it, so I'm gonna post it. Okay,
Yeah,
move on to the
like,
next one.
Some people just have a YouTube channel for documentation.
Yeah.
They just document their journey and that's it. They never really plan on like I'm specifically talking about like growing and using it as a business to launch your career because I know Benji and Benji's like I want to make a manga and I want it to be popular in the future. How can I position myself right now that I'm kind of working towards that?
Yeah.
And if you just want to post your art and have fun, do it. Like 100%. I don't think that's bad at all. I think that's really good. I don't think everybody should have a social media. I don't think everybody should try to grow. Like if you're a business or you want to make a product or a service or a comic that gets popular, I 100% think having a social media with organic reach is a very good idea. People do it without it. But it's a good idea. Like, I think it's worth it, the investment of the time. Like, we're growing a social media for Anime Academy. Like, I don't even really have a personal social media. My Instagram, my personal Instagram is like, I have 2 things total posted on it. And I never really post. Not interested. I'm not interested in a social media really for myself. Like, I'm super passionate about our Anime Academy stuff and helping people learn how to draw. It's really fun. Maybe in the future I'll have a social media that I grow for fun or whatever, you know, but and like most people they're just artists and they want to post their work and they're like, how do I grow? It's like, well, I don't grow. We don't grow the same way of that. Like we don't grow through posting pretty art that people want to look at and save. Like we grow by providing value in the educational space. So like we're not a personal art account, and I don't think, and we never will be, because we're an educational business.
Yeah. Do you guys post VODs? Yes, we do.
Yeah, we're live on YouTube right now. All of our VODs are available to watch.
Draw Anime Academy on YouTube. Same name. Keep it simple, right?
Yeah. How long did it take you to be able to drawing this easily and comfortably? Oh, Christina's been drawing forever.
I've been drawing for a long time. I started practicing fundamentals when I was like, what, 16?
Yeah. You want to know the mentorship that Christina took from Gene Bond? You want to know the homework that he gave her? 1 week. It was an 8-week mentorship, and this was 1 week's homework. She had to draw 20 sets of 81 Krenz cubes, the full rotations, up, down, left, and right. And she also had to do 20 of these in 1 week. And I'm talking like the full deal, not like this. This filled up this. And she did them all traditionally in a sketchbook. 20 and 20. That's 81 cubes times 40 in a single week because she wanted to get better at perspective. I'm not saying you have to do this. I'm saying this is what Gene gave her for homework, and it was a lot of homework. Heck, I want to take Gene's mentorship sometime just so he can force me to do homework because I want to get better. And like, so Christina's been drawing for a really long time. She's taken and taught numerous figure drawing and anatomy classes. She's taken and taught many clothing and costume drawing classes.
Yeah. I have.
A lot of stuff, like for a long time, and like
I do stuff like this, practice.
yeah,
you
like
know.
every single, we've streamed 4-5 times a week almost for the last, coming up on 2 years straight, taken almost no weeks off the entire time. I think we took 1 week off. We're almost on a 52-week streak since our last week off of streaming. And we'll stream like 3, 4, 5 times a week. Very rarely will we do 3. We'll usually do 4 or 5 at least. A lot of the time we'll do 7 days a week. Every single live stream is practice the whole time. Christina does this like almost the whole time. You want to see what the iPad looks like that Christina draws on? This is just the streaming iPad.
And there's also multiple layers.
Look at
on
this.
each page.
It's still going. That's
Oh,
not even that far back.
No, it's not.
Look at this.
Oh wow, it's still going.
This is just a streaming iPad, by the way. Christina's an artist as well. She draws on her own computer. So, like, a lot of drawing. Like, I'm saying a lot of drawing.
And we try to make it fun. You know, we try to make practice fun. We teach. Teaching is fun for us. So, like, that just encourages me more.
Yeah, definitely. It needs to be fun. If I wanted to get good, the way that I would make myself do it is exactly how we're doing it.
Exactly.
Because I don't have the discipline to make myself sit down and draw so many hours a day. So we started a community and a business that teaches drawing, that it's basically do or die. Like, if we don't show up and teach and stream, like, we don't make a living, because this is what we do for a living. So it's like, that's how I get myself to practice, is by making,
do or die.
by putting myself in a situation where I have to.
Yeah.
And I like it. Like, I really like what I do. Christina, I hope you like what you do.
I do. I get to draw Miki and our characters, and June. This is our character, June. I get to draw them, and that's my job, and I love it. You know, I get to draw Ray. I get to draw our characters. What you can show that group illustration that I did. For,
where is that? I don't even know where that is.
I think it's Anime Art School at like illustration or something. Anime Academy Art. And then the illustration, AAS add illustration.
A Photoshop file.
Yeah, it's a Photoshop file.
Is it not?
It's probably on there too. Yeah, there it
this
is.
one here.
Yep.
Yeah, so I'll just put that in here. Like, that's just what we do. Like, you don't have to do this. This is what we do. We can only really explain based on our own experiences, and this is what we do. This is an illustration that Christina did recently. She did this on her personal computer. This is our, like, Discord banner, and we use this for different promotional stuff. But Christina drew our characters here.
Yay.
We published 2 books.
Yep.
We have an online school. Like, even to this day,
models.
like, yeah, like, that's what we do to get ourselves to practice. I think it's really fun. I have ADHD and can't get myself to pay attention longer, so I have to force myself to pay attention by making it fun, and I have to. Like, I have to.
Yeah, these are our OCs, yes.
Yeah,
so
those are our OCs.
I mean, we just went the education route because, like, I find that helps me to draw more, and I later on just found that I liked teaching.
Yeah. Do you guys stream every day? No, but
No.
sometimes we will do like promotions and stuff and sales, and we'll stream every single day. Like, we just last month, March, we streamed every single day for like 3 weeks straight.
Yeah.
So
it was fun.
Yeah, it was really fun and very enjoyable.
Ultimately,
what?
we just have to have fun. That's it.
And you know what we do in our spare time? We're scheming and coming up with interesting ways to teach art and have fun with it. Like, I have been 3D printing primitive forms to set up for little photo shoots. Here they are. Got a whole bunch of little primitives, and we've been making, like, this is literally what I do for fun, by the way.
He loves this stuff.
We've been taking videos of our heads. I got lighting and camera equipment, tripod.
TikTok shop, by the way.
Yeah, you can buy these heads on TikTok shop. And if you do buy the heads, it directly goes to fund our educational business where we teach people, right? Like, you know, we get these little lights and tripods and stuff. There it is.
Yep.
And I light it. Like, this exact light is the white light that shines on this head.
Light the head.
And so, you know, we take little videos of them and rotate them around as we try to produce as much free content as we possibly can on our TikTok and on our live streams. And we get benefit too, because we get to practice the whole time. So it's like a win-win, right? It's educational, it's free, and we get practice, but we do have a big school for people who are more serious.
Yes.
And that I did see that question. Can I expect this kind of homework from your course? Yes, absolutely. That is why we built the school. It's massive. It's a year long. It's a foundation program. And yeah, you can. And the new educational stuff that we produce, like when we were building our school, like we didn't even have this anime head model. So we're actually going and adding stuff like this into the classes, like references and resources and stuff.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And then, you know, we have different color lights as well, wherever it is. I don't know where the heck it is. Three heads, no, clip.
How should I tilt this? I should tilt it like this. Ooh.
There's another one. There's another video that I took earlier today, and I'm going to be doing like a bunch of different colors and stuff. Cool, huh? That's a cool angle.
That's a really cool angle. Oh, I love that. I love that. Maybe I'll draw that too at some point.
You want that up?
Yeah, I'll have that up. Does progress differ for anatomy if you're just free drawing all day than learning human anatomy?
I don't know what free drawing is.
Yeah, what does free drawing mean? Like, do you mean like just drawing whatever you want?
You're going to learn fastest if you practice a lot and you have a good process and structure.
Yeah.
Like, you know, quote, fastest. But I don't know what free drawing means. I didn't hear how much your full courses are. We have a big online year-long school, and there's a bunch of classes in it, and that one's $497 US. It is basically a college. It's like an entire complete fundamentals program from, you know, figure drawing and human anatomy to clothing and costume design and drawing. Well, there's a clothing drawing class, and then there's a character design class, and then there's a 14-week long perspective class, which I teach. And there's a 14-week long rendering and painting class, which I teach. I can show you like some of the stuff. Let's look.
Let's see it. I want it to be darker red.
Oh, where is it? I'd have to look it up. Let me look.
Darker. There we go.
What is it called? Summer Village Miko?
Yep.
Why is this not coming up? That's so annoying. I do like Listery a lot. Sure. Exterior final.
Like just drawing shapes until the proportions can either feel or look correct. Do you have a reference?
Week 14.
I ask because I want you to be intentional with your practice. Like I don't want you to just like draw without knowing what you're trying to get at. I find that the practice that works best for me is when it's intentional. Like, oh, I'm practicing proportions today. Or like for this figure study, I am going to try to make my proportions as correct as possible. Like it's like a little self-challenge.
Do you not have a stacked exteriors?
No,
Do we not have one of those?
No, I don't. I need to make it.
Okay, we need to make that.
Yeah.
We don't have the exterior in here as well.
Yeah.
Where are those even?
Do you want the one?
Is
with
it
the
in part
character?
one?
Part one, yes.
Okay, they're all in part one?
Yep, they're all in part one.
Okay. Wait, those are the interiors.
Miko Summer Village.
So it'd be like these.
Part one, yeah.
Okay, we need those stacked.
Yes, I will make them stacked.
All right, sounds good. Because I see the interiors, I just don't see the exteriors.
Okay, yeah, I haven't done that yet.
But yeah, this is the end of the painting class. This is class number, what is it? 6.
Yes,
class
6.
number 6. So these are 3 of the 6 paintings for the painting class in class number 6. So I paint this entire background from scratch in perspective, and then Christina adds a character to it like this. And then we turned it into like a little dating sim. And then this is the second one. This is a nostalgic room with Abby. These are all our original characters, by the way. And so there's Abby, and she's got our N64 controller. And then we've got Miki, and she is in the ghost room, the creepy room. And so these are all the stacked images. You can see, like, here's the before and after. So if you want to learn how to do stuff like this, we teach it from scratch.
Yep.
And it's not a tutorial. We teach all of the foundations that lead up to this, like the perspective, the lighting, the primitive form rendering, the color theory, the design, materials. Like it's not a tutorial, it's a school. So
Yeah.
this is the final assignment in the school. Every single thing up to this point, we also teach you how to do. Like all of the boring perspective stuff that gets you here, that's in there in its entirety. So like if you want to show the iPad, there's a bunch of stuff on there.
Painting class?
Yeah, like the primitive form rendering, like this boring stuff, which I find very fun, and I have a lot of fun teaching it, right? Like calculating cast shadows.
To get stuff like this.
Yep, stacking blocks and rendering them like this. This is all from imagination. I teach you how to light them, and then we go into stuff like this, simple block scenes, and then we go into design and color theory and camera angles and
Just a lot more stuff like materials. You know, here's a materials section. Here's like painting different backgrounds with different lighting setups.
Yeah.
Like he starts simple, and then
very
afterwards,
simple.
you know, he teaches also
still lifes, color theory,
This is so fun for
design,
painting.
noton. It's a legit painting class. Like it's big. That's the other one I couldn't find.
Yeah. And then there's a nighttime scene.
Yeah, I paint different mood versions of each shot.
Can't find the brush in Discord? Just type !brush, and then it'll give you the results. So yeah, this is adding the character into that background.
That's cute.
Thank you.
There's Miko. And these are all our original characters as well.
Yeah, these
that turned out good.
Thank you. Yeah, I think it turned out pretty good. And then I still need to add in the rest of those images, but
Booty Shaker, thank you. Have a good one.
bye.
Can't find the brush in Discord. You type !brush. I'll just type it in general for you. I start college to get a 3D animation and game design degree in June. Do you have any advice? I don't know any animation, and I don't do game design. I have a couple friends who do, but I don't. I worked in concept art, but I didn't do game design, so I never really worked inside of like Unreal or Unity or any of those game engines. And I don't do any modeling, or I've done a little bit personal stuff like low poly, high poly, textures, all that kind of stuff. I've done a little bit of that just for personal study, for fun, but I don't know a lot about it. I never studied it like in school. It was more of a side thing that I did. Someone says, I bought your book. Awesome.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, I have a friend who makes indie games. I asked him to come on for an interview, but he didn't want to.
Oh, no.
And so I was just like, all right, like that's totally fine. But he makes games. He makes a lot. He makes indie Steam games, and he has like a whole bunch of them out. He makes them by himself, and he earns a lot, and he's doing really well. He studied game design. I went to school with him, and then he went to game design school after and started making games. And a couple years later, he like made a bunch of successful indie games and all that.
That's so cool. Too
Yeah,
bad
it's
he didn't
cool.
want to come on.
Yeah, maybe later.
Ever since I started doing these like studies, I'm further and further more realizing that this is like, it's all just sculpting. You're just playing with brush strokes instead of clay. But like this is a triangular prism. I'm just sculpting that with color. So like here's my lit side, which is one of my lit sides, which is red. Here's my very, very bright red, white. What am I talking about? And it's like another triangular prism. So like you're just sculpting these forms with paintbrush strokes. So interesting.
Yeah, the ear has a little shadow in it too. That's kind of a fun,
Yeah, there is.
fun little shape.
Wait a second, I need to do that. By the way, if you want to get these
What is that alarm?
recycling.
Okay.
If you want to get one of these head models, we sell these on our TikTok
I
shop.
learned from last alarm. That alarm that went off the last week on stream that got shut off, that was actually for a flan that was in the oven, and it all got...
Kind of gammy.
It got nasty.
Kind of did.
Because it stayed in there too long. Really excited to buy this program this summer. Really want to design a character and put them in a cool background. Awesome. I mean, I do have to admit I'm kind of nervous about the homework, but y'all have such a fun teaching style that I think it'll be fine, hopefully. Yeah, I mean, homework is homework, you know? But it's fun. Like, it leads to something fun.
Yeah, exactly. I think what helps me with homework is I just try to put as much personal stuff in my homework as much as possible. Like, oh, if I need to draw 30 figures for homework, starting with a process, then I'm just gonna draw my character with it. I'm gonna draw my favorite body type and practice from that, and also realistic and try to compare it. You will fall into like a mode where practice mode will not feel very intimidating. That's my experience personally.
Maybe I should save up for like a mentorship with Gene, just because he's gonna force me to do so much perspective.
It's gonna be hard, especially if you don't have a lot of drawing experience. But it's gonna be like good hard. It's like working out at the gym. It's like it's kind of painful sometimes, but like it's for your own health. It's kind of like that. Your products aren't available in my country. Yeah, we only do it in the States.
When I tried downloading the brush, it took me to Toon Squid. I
don't think you're on the right thing.
I don't think we went to the right thing.
Yeah, it's right here. Draw anime.
This is a Google Drive download. We've literally taken the Adobe brush file and put it on Google Drive, and anybody can download it. That is how we do that. Maybe your computer or device thinks it's a file that needs something to do with that. Toon Squid's a website with like a bunch of 3D models, isn't it?
Yeah, I thought that was the case.
Or is that Turbo Squid?
That's Turbo Squid.
The heck is Toon Squid?
I don't know.
Toon Squid is animation? Oh, okay.
No, our thing does not go there.
Yeah, it's nothing to do with that. We do stream a lot, though.
Yeah.
Like, we will stream like 5 or 6 times a week a lot of the time. Can I say the link again? Yeah, it's drawanime.com. It's just the word draw and anime.com at the end. That is our website.
Profile. Yep.
I was thinking about making a TikTok, like, I don't know, something like, please go to our website. We spent so much on the domain name to make it as simple as possible for you guys.
It's funny.
Those like, please, my boss, I advertise for this company, and please watch this ad so my boss doesn't fire me or something like that. I always find those TikToks hilarious.
Who's the favorite OC you've made?
Mickey.
Ray. Well, I have a lot of favorites now, but
yeah, there are a lot of favorites.
I feel like the girl group is just my favorites, like plus Ray. Ray's my own original character. I love Miki. I love Miko. I love all of them.
This is Miki, by the way.
Yeah, Miki's
super
cute.
This is my character.
Yeah.
There's like a little illustration of her. This is Abby. This is my other character.
She's one of my favorites too. That's Colton's character. I really love her.
And then this is June.
Oh, I love her too. I love all the characters.
We have
so many.
What, eight different characters that are kind of part of the main canon for Anime Academy stuff? Are you planning on making a comic about them? Yeah.
I'd love to.
Well, we also have another 8 characters that are designed for book 2.
That was the Mafia characters. I love them too.
Like Victor and Faye, and then everyone but Jake. Jake on Tomodachi Life, he fell for Tira.
I can see that. I can see him falling for Tira or Abby. Abby's like their childhood friends. They would totally like hang out together and stuff. I can see it. Anyways.
Yeah. Wait, is this an actual game? No, these are the final assignments in our painting class in our anime art school. So these get made from scratch live, and we turned it into like a little screenshot. So like I painted the background, and then Christina did the characters.
Yeah.
And this is like the final assignment for this class, for the school, before you get into like the final project class. So we insert our own characters. So like I painted all these backgrounds from scratch as video lessons, and then
we made them into screen caps of it, like a game.
Yeah,
they're not an actual game. We just made it look like as if it was from a game.
Yeah, we didn't make a game. We just made like concept art basically for a game.
Yeah.
If it did exist.
It was so fun. It makes me want to make a dating sim.
And there's also the exteriors. So we did 3 exteriors as well.
Well, I only have one of the exteriors in here, but I have to update. This is one of them as well.
Oh, okay. You guys watch diff chat streams, huh? Do we have different chats? Yeah, we have TikTok and YouTube. TikTok has 119 people, and YouTube has about 66 people watching right now.
Miki divorced Chico. Oh my gosh. That's funny.
That's crazy. Power couple. Art power couple. I'm glad to hear that.
Benji said, I don't know how you guys stream so much.
Did they?
Yeah.
Through necessity?
Yeah, through necessity.
I mean,
but
if you set your life up so you have to, then you'll usually do it.
I don't like how the mouth is here.
Found your guys' stream a couple months ago, and y'all have really helped me since then.
Thank you.
What mistakes you still catch yourself doing even at your current level? Everything. I don't know. I don't feel very good at anything almost. Like a lot of the time. I mean, perspective mistakes, design mistakes, not very good at, like, I don't know. There's so much to learn always. There's no like ceiling. So it's like maybe people below the level can't really see the mistakes as much, but
we do.
You can still see them at, like, no matter what level you get to, you'd still be able to see them. Yeah, I'll turn this reference back on.
I make a lot of mistakes. This is still currently a mistake right now. I still need to work on this a lot. Right now, it just looks kind of weird. Something about it.
Does it? I think it looks fine.
I think so. Thank you.
Yeah. Like this piece that I did yesterday, the helmet or this like squirt gun part doesn't attach a very interesting way to the helmet. I would want to redesign that. Like we got the cylinder that goes into here. I would definitely want to redesign this. So I was thinking, you know, maybe put like a thing here and going like that. I think the design is just kind of dumb overall. And it doesn't attach to the helmet in like a very believable way. So like a lot of design stuff as well, for me. Like I find design pretty difficult. I think a lot of people do.
Yeah.
You know, something like this going in there.
Oh, I realized this was tilted.
Could be interesting. And like, I'm also thinking like, should this thing have some pressurization, right? Like if this wants to shoot out, then there needs to be an area of pressure. It doesn't just shoot out. So I was thinking maybe there's like a pump somewhere to like pressurize it. Maybe we have like a second canister right here. And this is like the pressurization and it connects up to this somehow. It doesn't actually have to work, but like it could be believable. So maybe like, you know, this comes up and has this. So this is our pressurization canister. And maybe it'll like, I don't know, also connect up to like this in some way. Or maybe we take this and go, oh, what if we put it here?
Ooh.
Like that could be potentially kind of interesting. This is like my background in concept art is showing. Because this is what I think about a lot of the time when I'm designing. Like maybe we have like a little pump right there. And I don't know, we just kind of fake it. And it's like, this is the thing. And it's like, you know. And then this has a tube that comes out of it and maybe runs parallel to that. And then there's like a mechanism in here that converts that into the, and shoots the water out. So like this is for the water. This is for the air pressure, right? We could even just write like air. Air.
Oh, that's fun.
I'm just drawing with the mouse again. This is how I think. And so I noticed that big glaring problem yesterday when I was designing this.
I think that works much better.
Yeah, and it's also more interesting because now you're dealing with big, medium, small shapes. You're dealing with multiple materials and different things like that. And like just perspective issues as well. Like this dude is not really quite right in perspective as well. There's something about him. OBS disconnected, reconnecting. Did the internet go out? Chat, are you there?
Are we still here?
Yeah.
Not good with TikTok. How do I find you on TikTok?
Oh, Draw Anime Academy. You can just search us in the search bar on there. It'll be pretty easy to find. Disconnected, reconnecting.
I don't know what's going on.
Now, OBS wants to keep disconnecting for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe our internet's being weird right now. Still there? Sounds good. Yeah, OBS is YouTube, and TikTok Studio is TikTok. TikTok search bar? Yeah, it would just be like on the main, in the main area. Take this. Or in like your, let me look.
One of the things I'm not that good at is drawing in this perspective, because I'm right-handed, so I'm not used to like drawing in this angle. I most of the time just draw like in this angle, and so when I'm drawing in this angle, I'll notice more mistakes. That's just because I haven't practiced it enough. I can get it mostly there, but this is easier for me. This angle.
Yeah, when you open the TikTok app, when you're like scrolling through the feed, on the very top right, there's a little magnifying glass. You can search Draw Anime Academy in there. What's something you wish you learned earlier in your journey? For me personally, probably figure drawing. Probably animal drawing. Like things with organic forms and natural design to them. It helps a lot with design. I'm relatively weak at design. Maybe it's just because I worked as a designer and I know like my limitations. But I never was really that big of a that good at design.
I wish I learned more dimensional drawing and placing characters and backgrounds and knowing visual, like the 3D space, and drawing more hard surface things. I should actually draw more hard surface stuff.
What time is it? 2 hours about?
We can wrap up whenever.
Yeah, we're kind of going into like whatever doodle mode.
Yeah, that's true. We are.
So we'll go ahead and wrap up. We'll be live again tomorrow on Wednesday. If you're done with your colored head studies.
Oh yeah, I'm done.
Then yeah, we'll be live tomorrow.
Yep.
And it was fun. It was good. We're gonna have, I guess, hot pot tonight. That'll be fun.
Japanese hot pot.
Where is this? There's that and that. Yeah, thank you very much for hanging out. Don't forget, we do have a school online, Anime Art School.
Yes, you can check it out here.
You can check it out there. It's a big program if you want to learn the fundamentals. If you like what you see, there is a lot of it there in a very structured and long and in-depth program that has weekly lessons and homework assignments, and it is completely focused on foundation. I'm talking your figure drawing and anatomy, your perspective, draw through, all of those perspective calculations, lighting, not law through. What?
Draw through.
Draw through and lighting at the same time, I guess.
Yeah.
Lighting calculations, color theory, designs, still lifes, character design, all that kind of stuff. It's a big online program. So you can take a screenshot of that and check it out there if you want.
Yep.
Otherwise, we are going to be live again tomorrow.
Yeah. I actually really like this drawing. Like, it's drawing pretty good.
Yeah, it's cute.
Thank you. I need to do more little drawings like that, more like little diorama stuff.
I thought you do them almost every stream. Even more.
Yeah. It's cool. For that course, did you have a question about it?
I'm just, this is how I design, by the way. Like, I'll literally go in here and use my mouse and just draw over top. Like, I could render all this stuff. It wouldn't be hard. Like, what color do you... And now the nice thing is that I can just block this whole thing. And I don't have to design that part anymore. How about that?
Nice.
What do we make this tube?
Do we credit you for the brush if we post an artwork with it? Oh no,
no, I don't care.
We didn't.
It would be very nice of you if you did, but yeah. I don't care at all. If you want other people to be able to find the brush and benefit from it, sure.
How do I bookmark this so I can see you quickly? You can go to our profile and follow us.
Yeah, I don't actually know how to do that.
I don't know how to do that
talking on
either.
TikTok?
Yeah, on TikTok. They managed to find us on TikTok.
Oh, nice. I'm not sure. I'm not actually sure. I don't really use TikTok that much. Funny enough, we're live on TikTok all the time. I don't actually use TikTok that much.
Well, we don't go to live streams that much to, I don't know, check stuff, I guess. I would say follow us. That's probably how you'll be able to see us more. Jib says tap their name on the top left and tap their profile. That's probably how.
Yeah, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, that's really cool.
We'll do something along the lines of this.
He looks so much better now.
Yeah,
this could legit be like a game, a character 4 game.
I mean, I would hope so.
I can imagine it getting very popular.
I wouldn't be very good at my job if it couldn't be. Yeah, this.
Angel says you can just follow and turn on notifications. Okay.
Cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I didn't know that either. I know that there is a way to get notifications, but I didn't know that you have to turn it on, I guess. Very
I think that
cool.
looks a little bit better now.
I think that looks much better, more integrated.
Anyways, there we go. Have a fantastic night, everybody. Sounds. Meow, meow. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Ooh, we're gonna take more videos of our heads with different lighting.
Yes, by the way, you can get these on TikTok Shop, so they're actually on sale right now, right?
They should be.
They should be. Yeah, if you want to get yourself some nice head references to do painting like this, check it out.
Y'all, check this out, chat. Zoom. That's doesn't even work. Zoom.
Ooh.
Is that cool or what?
It's heckin' cool.
I think I'll just literally upload some of these videos onto TikTok
That's
as
literally
the rotations.
Yes, let's
And it's
do
just
it.
like bookmark this if you want anime head lighting reference.
Yeah.
What do you think about that, chat? Would you watch that?
I'd watch it.
Would you repost that if I just literally posted these as TikTok videos so you can just bookmark them and use them whenever you want?
They said, yeah, sure.
Pretty
Yes.
cool, huh? Pretty cool, huh?
I like that
What's
one.
under this? Another mask. Pretty cool, huh? Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
And bye-bye, YouTube.
See ya.
Talk to you later. See ya.